Yeah, the only thing I showed you from the example, which is still missing, was the nice pink border which we had. So I just really want to show this feature. I think Martin just mentioned it in the morning, which is the local schema, which means you can actually extend the types which you get from the server. Let's go ahead and close this. And create your own local schema. So in theory, you could do without Redux or Context API because you can just use the Relay store as one store above your application. And the way to do this is define something called schema.local.graphql. And there you define your own types. So for those of you who are not familiar with the schema, this is really what you fetch from the server. So this is what the Relay compiler is using to create the types and check that we have the correct values and everything we need. So I can here extend a type. Like the root query is also a type, so if I want to create a new query, I extend the type like this. And then create my type error if I want an error type. Or it could be whatever. So you run the Relay compiler as normal, and Relay will just know that there is some new local value. It will not try to fetch it from the server. It will not try to send it to the server. So the only thing you need to know is that the file needs to be somewhere here where you define the source to the Relay compiler. And yeah, to fill it with data, you need to do a local update. So this is a way to change the data inside the Relay store without going through the server, without fetching something and doing a mutation. So it's kind of a local mutation to change the data you already have. So let's go ahead and see an example. So here on my Relay compiler, I have said that it should look for GraphQL files within the folder called source. So I will go ahead here and create the file. And I want to extend this type which I've been using, the TV show. And I want to add a new field called isNew, and that is of type Boolean. So you see it follows the same syntax as the generated file we will get from the server. So now I'll go into my favorites item, and I will add here to the fragment container a field called isNew, and I will save it. And I can see here that my compiler has updated this fragment without any errors. It doesn't exist on the server, but it just knows that this is a local field I added. So what do I want to do here? Let's just add a style saying that if the isNew field is there, I just add a border which is 5 pixels dotted and deep pink, which is my favorite color. And yeah, missing an E, right? Thank you. And if it is false, then just an object here. And there seems to be something wrong. Ah, yeah, thank you. So oh, no, I'm out of. Damn it. Okay, let's just do the mutation first. So what I need to do here now is to fill this with data somehow. So what I want to do, we remember from before that the commit mutation can take an uncompleted function. So I'll go ahead and add a callback here as a new parameter to toggle favorite, and I need to pass it here. So now when the request from the server is done, this function will be called. So I'll go ahead here and add a third parameter to my toggle favorite. And now I need to commit a local update, which I can also fetch from the kiwi.com relay package. And the same as the normal commit mutation, it takes the relay environment. The only function you pass here is the updater function. So what do I want to do? I want to fetch my Syria, which I will get from the store. This is the same as we did before. Sorry, I will get it with the Syria ID, which I already checked here is not null, so it's okay. And if my Syria is not equal to null, then I can go ahead and set the value. Sorry. Thank you. And the value I want to set here is true. And like this. So hopefully now. Okay. Nope. I'm sorry for this. This has to be improved the next time I do something. Okay. No, it's not regarding that. I think it's something to do with the. I'm using a database as a service, which is a free one, which has limited access. So I guess we are like over fetching from the database, probably, most likely. So maybe I spent all my resources for a day or something. Okay, we'll just leave it there, but I'll just show you the example because you are able to set it this way. And as you saw in the first example, this is when we get this dotted border. And yeah, that is what I wanted to show you today. So let's just stop it there for now.